On the developments around the VBS scandal, we cross to our reporter Hitekani Magwedze, who's standing by for us. Hitekani, you've obviously been spending a lot of time with some of the workers there at VBS, and they've expressed their unhappiness. What are you hearing so far?
Well, we've just spoken to a worker who says she used to be a cleaner at the Makado branch. Makado branch is about 50 kilometers from here. She was here for the meeting with VBS Mutual Bank's HR and the curator. She was unhappy, to say the least, about the developments that took place at this morning's meeting. Of course, we did say nothing has changed. The curator nor the VBS Mutual Bank's HR gave no changes to the notice and the severance packages that were given to the workers. She says she's very unhappy considering that she had to use her own money, and on top of that she doesn't have much money, and the severance package that was given to her was not enough. She added that she was the only cleaner at the Makado branch, and she was made to reapply for her position as a cleaner, and still she didn't get that job. She didn't get retained. Of course, we know that the bank has closed off a lot of the other branches that it had countrywide and retained just 2 branches, which is the Makado one and the Thohoyandou one, where we are at right now. This is, of course, to streamline the flow of money, considering that the curator says there isn't enough money to go around. So there are workers that have been let go. There are branches that have subsequently been closed. But we have been seeing equipment being brought into this branch. Actually, if my camera person can just pan to show you this, there is equipment including computers and printers and some other equipment that is being brought in. We also have just received a statement, a press release from the curator, where it details that equipment and some of the assets that belong, of course, to VBS would be sold in order to pay back the money to municipalities and depositors and creditors who haven't received the entire amounts that were deposited into the bank. Of course, we know that after the curator came in and intervened, depositors were paid up to 100,000 rand. Those who had more than that would be paid later. We believe that, of course, we haven't gotten confirmation as to if this is some of the assets that's going to be sold in order to settle some of the bills that the bank has.
Hitekani, in terms of the employees who've lost their jobs, what do they see as their possibility of getting jobs elsewhere? Are they concerned that it's going to be difficult for them to find jobs going forward?
That is unfortunately another big concern for the workers. Of course, we know that the bank's image has been tainted, but it's not just the bank. From the workers' perspective, is that it's the image as well, and it looks like it's going to be difficult for them, coming from a tainted bank, to get work elsewhere. We spoke to a lot of the workers who say they've been applying since they found out that they were going to be retrenched and haven't gotten any responses from anywhere that they've applied. So it seems that it's going to be difficult, and considering the economical state that the country's in, the lack of jobs that the country's in as well, it's clear that it's going to be an uphill climb for some of the workers here. We also know that they have the burden of loans that they took out from this bank, and they are still obliged to service those loans despite the fact that they've been let go, and they are unhappy with the severance packages. So the tainted image of the bank seems like it's going to be following the workers.
Thanks very much, Hitekani, for that report. Very sad indeed.